Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another makeup tutorial, which is this one, and I did it using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and it's one of the best out there and I love it. So the look is very smoky, quite matte, and now I'm going to jump right into it and show you how I did it. Stay tuned. For priming my eyelids, I am using the same soft ochre from MAC as always, and I'm applying it with my fingers. I'm tapping and blending at the same time because I want a smooth surface to apply my eyeshadows on it. Next, I'll be lifting some shadows that I have around the eyes, especially on the inner part of them, and I'm using the concealer from Max Factor, the Master Touch All Day Concealer in the shade Ivory. I'm also using the mini sponge from Real Techniques to blend everything in. For the eyebrows, I'm using L'Oreal's Paradise Ecstatic Pomade in Chateau. The small brush that comes with it is a bit stiff, but it's pretty decent for this price. So I'll be using this pomade to fill in my brows, but also to make them a bit more thick. I feel like I've been a bit sloppy this time with my eyebrows, so I'm going to clean them up with the concealer from Maybelline, the Fit Me concealer in the shade Tan. The eyeshadow I'm using next to set my base, it's matte and it's from Art Deco in the shade 60, Matte Shell. For the eye look, I'm taking the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and first I'm using the lightest shade from the palette, and this is a matte eyeshadow which I'm going to put underneath the brows. Next, I'm taking the eyeshadow that's called Born Fresco, and this is going to be my transition shade, and I'm taking the same brush from Ziva, the 221. This being a transition shade, I'm not worried that I'm covering a larger area because I'm going to put other eyeshadows on top, so it's going to be good. And I'm applying it to the outer corner mainly and the whole crease area, but I'm also going inwards. Be careful to blend the edges quite well. This is kind of a smoky look, so it's very important. Love Letter must be my favorite eyeshadow from the palette. It's matte and it has a deep red burgundy base to it, and I'm applying here this eyeshadow with the 227 from Ziva. I'm doing baby steps because I don't want to mess this up, so I'm starting with the outer corner and going gradually inwards, but I'm covering in the end the whole lid area. The brown matte eyeshadow is next, and this is called Cypress Umber, and this I am going to put directly into the crease area from outer corner to the inner corner. The brush I'm using here, it's an E36 from Sigma, which is a small, very small blending brush. Venetian Red is another reddish eyeshadow, but it has more of a brownish base, and this is going to be the top coat, so to say, for my eyelids. Perversion, the mascara from Urban Decay of course, is the mascara I'm going to use for the top lashes only, and I'm going to put about 2 layers of this on each side. The false lashes I'm just dying to use are from Everson Lashes in D606, and I'm going to curl them before putting them on because I like to prevent the over curling like this. I like more control and to see what I'm actually doing. When you're happy with how it looks, you put it on and you're going to see what a difference the right lashes can make. Now because I'm finished with the top area of my eyes, I'm going to move on to the base and finish the eyes later. So first I'm applying a face base. This is from Lancôme, it's called La Base Pro, and I'm applying it with a Morphe brush, the M439. And further, for my base, I'm going to use two foundations from Maybelline. One is a luminous one, more glowy. This is in the shade 120, and the other one is a matte one, the Fit Me Matte Poreless one, in the shade 105. For concealer underneath the eyes and on the T-zone, I'm using the Fit Me concealer from Maybelline in the shade 10. The same mini sponge from Real Techniques is my tool to blend everything into my skin. Now, because I have so much Maybelline product as a base, why not use another one? So this is the powder, the Fit Me one, in the shade 220. On the T-zone, I'm using a small setting brush from Real Techniques because I want to get really well into those corners. And then for the rest of my face, I'm using the same powder and another Real Techniques powder brush. For bronzer, I took the Beach Babe one from Kiko in Beyond Sienna. I took this product on a Ziva bronzing brush and I'm applying it on the areas where I normally apply it, mostly on the periphery of my face, like a 3 shape around the face. Don't forget your jawline and also your chin. If you want to make it shorter or pointier, now would be the right time. Underneath the cheekbones only, I'm going to contour, so I'm using a more greyish brown. This is in Breakup from Makeup Geek, and I'm using a Ziva contouring brush as well. For the nose contour, I always like to mix those two shades, the warmer one with the more cooler one, and to give, you know, more of a natural one. So I'm using the same brush and the mixture of those two shades. As my highlighter, I'm using a champagne coloured one, the Mary Luminizer from The Balm, and I'm applying this with my fan brush from Ziva. With this, you want to hit the highest points of your face, so that would be the top of your cheekbones, along the nose, just a bit above the eyebrows, and the Cupid's bow, and on the chin, just the slightest bit on the chin. When it comes to highlighter, I'm always mentioning just a bit, don't use too much, just the slightest bit, because for me personally, to look dripping in highlighter, it's not nice. It's not, you know, glowing for the gods. It's just not nice. But that's my personal opinion. You can do whatever you like, okay? Just feel free to, you know, be yourself, express yourself. So now I'm applying my blusher, which is from Tarte, and it has a reddish undertone, and this goes very well with the eyes. Now I'm ready to move on to the eyes again, so I'm applying the same love letter from the beginning underneath the eyes, and this is in a very smoky way applied. Also, this is a 330 brush from Ziva, a lip buffer, but I'm not using it to buff out the edges of my lips. I'm just applying eyeshadow with it. Born Fresco is going to add to that smokiness underneath the eyes. I'm applying this with a shader brush underneath, and this is going to, you know, blur out that edge from the first eyeshadow. The mascara I'm always using underneath the eyes on and off camera, I've said this a million times, is the extended play mascara from MAC. This is waterproof, that's why I'm using it. So it's a really good idea and a very good product for those who have, like me, too long lashes, lower lashes, because anything else just smudges, just makes me look like a panda. Next, I'm using in the waterline a nude colored liner from Rimmel because I wanted it to make my eyes pop and bigger. For tight lining, I'm using Perfect Black from Too Faced as an eyeliner, and I love it because it doesn't transfer underneath. As a lip liner, I'm using one from L'Oreal, which is like a rosy nudish color. I love it so much. And then on top, I'm going to go with 2 lipsticks from Maybelline. So first I'm applying the liquid lipstick in the shade 55, and then around the edges, around the mouth and on the corners of my mouth, I'm applying the shade 15. As an inner corner highlighter for the eyes, because I forgot to do this earlier, I'm applying now Vernier from the same palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills.
So everyone, what do you think about this look? Did you like it? I love this smoky eye, especially for this fall season. And if you did also like this look, then don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. And also follow me on social media. I am on Instagram, on Facebook and on Vero. So I'm going to see you in my next tutorial. Bye!